Aloha. This new video blog is about how to set intentions for overcoming habits. A question I've been asked many times is, why is it so hard to let go of habits which do not serve me any longer? Let me begin by reading a short poem. This is from an autobiography in 5 short chapters from a book There is a Hole in My Sidewalk by Portia Nelson. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I'm lost. I'm helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place. But it isn't my fault. It still takes me a long time to get out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault and I get out immediately. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. I walk down another street. In order to shift our habits which determine our actions, our karma, we must be truly done of what we've been doing. If you keep repeating an unhelpful or harmful habit for long enough, life will send you signals that your life won't work unless you quit this habit. Usually the signs will start very subtle. It is only after we have suffered the consequences of our actions long enough that we are truly done with it. However, there are approaches how you can initiate changes and transform without having to suffer too much from your unhealthy habits. One way of overcoming habits is self-observation. In yoga, this is called svadhyaya, which will bring you to the present moment. Usually we are focused on the future, our expectations of what will happen from our decisions and actions, or all the things we have to do. And we usually only turn our attention to the past when things turn out differently from our expectations. Svadhyaya, or self-observation, is paying close attention and focusing your awareness every time you take action in the present moment. This in turn will help change your karma, your actions, through this identification from expectations, which then creates space. And then you start to open up to possibilities and become less tense. So once the space has been opened, now this is actually the best moment for setting your intention, for changing your habits in your life. And before setting your intention, ask yourself, what is the opposite of what I would normally do? For example, if someone usually has a drink after work to decompress, he or she just could choose to go for a walk. Another question you can ask yourself is, what truths do I need to express to others? Because most of our habits are actually formed as a means to avoid certain life situations or your pain point. Once you become really honest with yourself and be present to what is really going on with you in your life, you will start to interrupt these behaviors based on avoidance. In my last video blog, I mentioned that karmic patterns don't arise in isolation, but rather co-arise with others. So when you change the way you are, you create the space for others to shift as well. And so far I only talked about using intention to redirect patterns. And then the question arises, who would I be and what would I do without living out my habitual patterns? So just think about this question for a moment here. Just take any habit you have, you would like to let go of, and who would you be without living out that? And what would you do instead? Your primary intention helps you to remember that you are in fact the witness of all your experiences. And this in turn will help you to remain steady, grounded and balanced in eternal presence, the only thing that doesn't change. Look at the ocean behind me. Each of these waves are part of the ocean, and yet each is uniquely shaped. No, you don't shift by changing who you are, you transform by embracing yourself and becoming a vehicle, a channel for something greater than you. And to conclude this video blog for today, here are 3 questions to help you discover your primary intention. What do other people feel in my presence? What do others say I make them feel? And what quality do I want to give to others above anything else? Once you get clear and start aligning with your primary intention, everything that doesn't serve your primary intention, for example self-criticism or self-rejection, will fall away over time. And when you finally stop trying to change and start to fully accept who you are without judgment, then you open the door to embrace and share your true purpose in life.